This is my first time, so I'm not really sure if I have set it up correctly. I even had a hard time trying to fathom out where do I get into the live stream. So I don't know. I've just gone live. I don't know how this ties in with how this ties in with the advertisement that I gave earlier. I couldn't even find any notification about my live stream. Can anyone hear me? Hello, anyone here? Oh, hello, Joyce. How are you? I don't know if anyone else is out there. Nice to see you here, Joyce. I was wondering whether I am on the right track or what. I just don't understand since this is my first time. So at least I see you have commented, so at least I know you are here. And thank you so much, Joyce, for being here. Okay, that's good. How are things at your end? So tomorrow you start school. That's the life of a teacher. We are in school forever. Our children go from one class to another. They graduate from school, but we are always still in school forever. We never ever graduate from school. Can you hear me, Joyce? Can you hear me? Okay, that's good because you're the only one who's out here. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm so happy to at least have you out here. Because for a long time, I was wondering, am I doing anything correct or, am I totally wrong in what I am doing? How does this timing work out for you, Joyce? Like, does this timing work out for you well? Like, what is a good timing for you? I I cannot even hear, like on the recording. I cannot even hear me speaking. Yes, this is what I thought. Like, I think maybe this time should be okay for people in the West and people in Southeast Asia. This is a good time actually, but for a few other countries in between, it may not be the ideal time. What's the time right there now in Jamaica? Okay, so roughly like about 12 hours difference. Okay, that's good. That's nice. I wish there were some more people here so that, there could be more interaction, but I don't know what's happened. I think on I think on my premiere I think on my premiere there were more people. I don't know. I want to keep it on for an hour because if somebody else comes in from any other place, so maybe an hour. But if you are busy and you need to go anywhere or do something else, I don't mind. Don't worry. That's why I'm saying I'm just hoping there were other people. Then the interaction would be a little more lively. I understand. I think in this part of the world where I am in Southeast Asia, this would be time for many people to go to church. Like in Philippines, it will be 10 o'clock, so maybe uh, many would be in church by now. In Thailand, I have the same time as you, so that way there's no problem, except that we are 12 hours different. Oh, Jeremy, thank you so much. Nice of you to be here. How are you doing? How is Jazz? Is Jazz okay? Happy New Year to you too, and you and Jazz. So over here on this chat, I have Joyce. Joyce is from Jamaica, Spanish Town, I think, and Jeremy is from Philippines, and she is in Manila. Oh, that's bad. What kind of operation? What's happened? Okay, it's not so bad. Tonsillitis is pretty easy operation, and it helps the kids a lot. Like I remember my daughter also, she couldn't have anything cold, and if she had ice cream, that was the end of it. She would come back with a lot of throat problems and irritation and cold and things like that. We had taken her to the doctors, and the doctor had told us that we'll have to remove her tonsils, but she was still too young. And I think he said when she's about 8 or 9 or something like that, then they will be able to remove the tonsils. But we just avoided any cold things. We definitely didn't give her any ice cream. And I remember when my mom used to visit us, and she would, even when we were going into town, we had to pass an ice cream shop, the Volga ice cream. And she never worried us, even though she was so young, she never ever worried us, that she wants ice cream. But when my mom used to visit, and my daughter came back home, immediately we knew she had eaten ice cream, because she would start with all these reactions. And like I would ask my mom, like, what happened? And my mom would say, no, she kept worrying me for ice cream. She kept worrying me for ice cream. And I said, Mom, she doesn't worry. We pass by, whenever we are going into town, we pass by the ice cream shop, and nothing. She never ever asks for ice cream. So please, even if she asks you, say no. And later on in life, she just outgrew it. She was never ever operated for tonsillitis. So we just took precautions of avoiding her eating cold stuff, and things like that. But um, she never had a problem with her tonsils right till now. And like now, my daughter is 39, so she's not had any problem with with her tonsils. So I don't know. Many people rush into operate, like, so I do not know, like, I have never suffered with it, so I do not know the consequences of that. And also, my my son also has never had any problem with his tonsils. So it was only my daughter, but without operation, she just got cured of it. There was no reaction later on. And now she can eat cold, she can eat ice cream, she can eat anything. So it's that way. Happy New Year, Pita. How are you? So you just got back from church, I guess. So Pita, just to introduce you to the others over here, Joyce is from Jamaica, Kingston, not Kingston, Spanish Town in Jamaica, and Jeremy is from Manila, Philippines, and Pita is from Iligan City in Philippines. Yeah, Pita, I'm doing well. Just my first live stream. So um, at first there was no one for a few minutes, and then very kindly Joyce joined the chat, and so yeah, we are doing well so far. And then there was Jeremy that suddenly said, "I am here." Yay, good, you are here. I'm happy for you. Just do keep Jeremy's son Jazz. Keep him in your prayers. He's undergoing a tonsillitis operation next year, so just keep him in your prayers. Everything goes well, and he's back. He's a very happy-go-lucky kid. He loves eating. Oh yes, he loves eating. But very nice kid. Very nice kid. Mostly quiet, reserved, in school and other things. But otherwise, like with family and all, he is very, very active and he enjoys himself a lot. He's a very, very nice, a very loving kid. So just remember Jazz. His name is Jazz. Remember Jazz in your prayers. Uh, that is operation, everything goes well. Jeremy, I also will be just praying that everything goes well for him. The only thing I have suffered with, like anything serious, like is asthma. I had asthma when I was very young. It started, and my father used to get some homeopathic medicines, and they were like little round, tiny, tiny round pills, very small, very tiny. Some of them were round, some of them were um, like flattish, like a pancake, like that type, but all very, very small and tiny. And I used to take about two or three varieties of them, if I remember correctly. And over the course of years, I got fully cured with asthma. I never ever had asthma again. And the only thing the asthma has left me with a few problems. Uh, in school, I could never go swimming. Like we used to go every Thursday was swimming day, in school, and we used to go to a public swimming pool. And like I would go into the pool. Of course, I cannot swim till now. I cannot even float. I cannot even float. But I still love swimming, and I still try to do it, and I used to keep going like to the pool every Thursday. And when I come back, I have a severe cold, and I had severe migraines. Oh, the pain was tremendous, tremendous. And believe me, by the following week, by Wednesday, I would somehow or the other recover. I would become okay. And then Thursday again in the pool. And then again repeat the same thing. And that carried on for quite some time. Nowadays, whenever I have gone swimming in the pool, no, I don't suffer with migraines. I don't suffer with a cold. Some or the other that passed away. And very surprisingly, you may not believe this remedy, but I read somewhere that this remedy is really useful for this sinus. Like it's really very useful. So when I was doing my teachers training, when I was in teachers training college for 2 years, I was in another city. So I followed the therapy. You have to just let shower drops fall onto the middle of your head. Just let it fall drop by drop, drop by drop, drop for about 10-15 minutes. Like every day you do it, it's okay. I used to try to do it as often as possible. And after the 2 years of my training, when I came, and that too, Darjeeling was a very cold place. And when we used to switch on the heater for water, some college student will come beforehand, back to the residential quarters, and they will use up the hot water, even though you book it, but they will use it up. So sometimes when you come back, you had to have a cold shower. But even with that cold shower, I used to follow this therapy. And after 2 years, when I came back home, believe me, I never had sinus. But till today, if I drink anything very cold and I drink it very fast, I get this shooting pain, just like the sinus problem. I get the shooting pain, but only if I drink something cold very fast. But if I just sip it and have it normally or gulp it down, it's okay. But if I keep sipping one after the other quickly, then I get these migraine, these pains. But apart from that, nothing. Another thing is that I have a habit of clearing my throat. I tried to get rid of it, but I tried various things, but it has never worked. And it's sort of like phlegm, mucus collects in the base of my throat, and that is what makes me clear it. Otherwise it can kind of suffocate me. So I have this habit of clearing. And one very interesting incident about clearing this throat of mine. I do this, So one very interesting habit was when I had gone to the Gulf to work. One day, the neighbors on top asked my wife, "Where is your husband? We don't see him around, So where is he?" And my wife said, "Oh, he's got a job in Dubai, so he's gone to Dubai and all." So she says, "But how do you know, he's not around?" And they said, "No, because whenever he is coming down or he is going up, whenever he comes out of the house going anywhere, we always hear him clearing his throat. And we have not heard him clearing his throat for a long time. So we were wondering, where is he? What's happened to him? So this is now my trademark. Clearing my throat is my trademark. And being in the teaching profession, you need to speak clearly and not be hindered. And I don't know, I try to control it when I'm in the classroom, but I'm not conscious whether I used to do it or not used to do it while teaching. But yeah, I have to live with this problem. There is no solution to it. Oh, thank you, Jazz. You are also watching my program, Jazz. How are you, Jazz? We are praying for you, okay? Yes, Pita, also remember Jazz, Jeremy's son, Jazz in your prayers. He is undergoing a tonsil operation next week. So kindly keep him in your prayers that everything goes well. He's a very nice, happy go lucky kid. Very nice. I did meet Jeremy and Jazz just for a few hours. We just went to a mall because I had a long flight between going to uh, Canada. So I had almost a 12-hour stay, in at the airport. So I was wondering what to do, how to do a stay at the airport for 12 hours, what to do. So Jeremy met me at the airport, and then we went over to her house, and then I went along with her and Jazz to mall. Um, let him play some games over there. We had some lunch. That is when I had Hello Hello for the first time. I loved Hello Hello. And yeah, in a couple of hours, we just came back home, and I got a taxi and came back to the airport. Uh, I did send you a gift, Jeremy, but you did not tell me whether you received it or not. But I had sent you a gift, so it's a small gift, but it's something good enough for Jazz. And when am I coming back again? I don't know exactly. I'm not very sure. I haven't booked my ticket as yet. I still have to book my ticket for Canada. I'll be leaving for Canada on February 24th or 25th. I'll stay there for 2 weeks. I will come back to Bangkok, and then I will wind up from Bangkok and come to settle in um, Philippines. So when that will be by about I'm coming back middle of March, so that will be by end of March. I should be in Philippines to settle down there. So once I'm settled down, then I will find some time to move around. I will come and meet Jazz again sometime. Okay. So tell Jazz to hang in there. Just get over his tonsillitis operation next week first. So, Jeremy, did you receive the gift or not? Because it has already been paid out from my bank. So, oh, what happened to your WhatsApp, Jeremy? Ah, that is why. That is why. Anyhow, you would have received the money in your GCash. Okay. I'll send you a message on Messenger. Jeremy, I'll send you a message on Messenger, but your GCash, you must have received it. Okay. Anyway, it has been sent to your GCash. Okay. I'll send you a message after the chat. I will send you a message about it. Okay. And I'll send you the link. I'll send it on Messenger. Is it okay? Jeremy, is it okay if I send you on Messenger? I'll send you the link and I'll send you the, uh, yeah, I'll send you the link for that and I'll send you a message. Oh, that's welcome. No problem. Whatever little I could spare, Christmas time, I just did it. I'm really running out of funds. My savings are really running out of it because most of it is going in travel to Canada. Twice a year I have to travel to Canada to keep my citizenship. So fares to Canada are very, very expensive. So that is eating up a lot of my money, a lot of my money. I can't get into my Canadian website. I've been locked out of it. So only when I go to Canada end of February, I can call them and I can sort that out so that I can start receiving my pension. At least once my pension comes, I can manage carefully on my pension. I don't have to, touch whatever remaining savings I have because it's really come down to very little. Joyce, are you still there? You're very quiet. And Pita, thanks a lot for all the videos you have been sending me. You are also a great contributor to my channel. I do acknowledge you in my description. So, any of the videos you have sent me and you find I have used it in my channel, if you go to the description, you will find that I have mentioned your name in the description because whoever sends me any videos, I always acknowledge, and thank them for having sent the videos because it is all about sharing life experiences. That is what my channel is about. Not just sharing my life experiences, but also sharing all your life experiences. So, uh, when I receive videos, I'm very happy about that. Also, I get a lot of videos from my sister, of course, and the other strong contributor is my friend from um, France. She definitely must be sleeping still now because France is maybe about 4 hours behind me, so it's still early morning. But she also sends me. Her name is Veronique. You'll find many comments from her, Veronique, and so she's the one that she sends me quite a lot of videos too because she travels a lot in France, around France, lots of places she travels. So she has been sending a lot of videos. So I keep uploading. I keep thanking her also in the description. So it's nice, when people are sharing their life experiences in different countries. So people are exposed, like Joyce from Spanish Town. She's also a teacher in Jamaica. She's a teacher and she's a social studies teacher. So she says, many of the videos that I post are very knowledgeable and quite helpful, like in topics that she has to teach sometimes, So she's very happy to be on the channel and to keep posting the videos. Thank you, Joyce. I was just talking about you, so maybe your ears were burning. I, 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 I hope you heard all the bad things I was saying about you, Joyce. Oh, by the way, Pita also is a teacher. She has been a teacher for many years, and she's working in a school. And recently, she took over as the principal of that school as well. So, yeah, it's a good promotion for her. But she's slogs like a dog. She works about 26 hours a day. I don't know how she manages that to, do other things. And plus, she doesn't teach, she runs the school. Oh, she also does teach. She teaches some subjects as well, but she's really involved in, running the whole school. And she just doesn't sit as an administrator in a chair, but she really does a lot of things herself, uh, but I just post videos generally. I don't post of any person, I don't want to offend anybody. So I just post like anything in general about travels and places, sceneries, and things like that. So Pita also has sent me in the next in the coming days and months in January. There will be many videos about a very beautiful resort called Paseo de Santiago. It's in Iligan City. I have been there when I went last time, and it's really a beautiful place to see. So look out for those videos later on in this month. Hey guys, stop calling me sir. I've been calling me sir, sir, sir for over 40 years. Sir, this parents will call me sir, students will call me sir, and everybody still calls me till today. Students and all that, they will still call me sir, sir, sir. Many parents who interact with me, a few of them actually, but they also address me as sir. So please, enough of sir. I am not knighted. The poor queen, she was about to knight me. Queen was about to knight me, but she passed away. And now, Prince Charles says, I'm sorry, I'm different from my mother. I cannot do what my mother does. So I am not knighted as yet. I'm not sir. I'm just Winston. In fact, some of my students also who I have taught, literally taught in school, like now they have grown up, they got their families of their own. They just call me Winston. Okay, it's all right. In the West, that's what they do. In the West, they call the teachers by their names. Joyce, does that happen in Spanish Town also? Do the students address the teachers by name? And what about your friends in the US, in the schools that they are teaching? Do the students address the teachers by their names? Because even when I was doing my teachers training, also the school children in the schools that we went to teach, they always addressed us as Mr. Burton. They always addressed us as Mr. Burton. But in Canada, they address their teachers by name. Students address their teachers by name. I don't know whether it's in all the schools, but I do know in some of the schools that I have been to, they do address their teachers directly by name. So, yeah. In fact, many, many years ago now, all of you know I'm from India. So many years ago, even when my daughter was first born, I was telling my wife, and I told my daughter, call me, don't call me daddy, don't call me daddy, dad, papa, all these terms. Don't use that. Call me Winston, call me by my name, Winston. I always had this concept, before I went to the West. Okay, in those years I had not gone to the West, no internet, nothing like that. But I don't know, my concept through life has always been something different. So like I used to tell my daughter, and my wife says, stupid, how can it be? You are her father. I said, by calling me Winston, yeah, I'm still her father, isn't it? Even though if she called me Winston, what's the thing? I'm still her father. So what's the thing about calling dad or daddy or anything like that? So but my wife never allowed it. She said, no, I'm not allowing. Kids will call you daddy or dad or whatever, a nickname, whatever they want to call you. But no, they are not going to call you by your first name. So that is it. They don't call me by my first name. But but the schools in Canada, yeah, I know. I don't know about US, but the schools in Canada, yes, they call their teachers by their first name. They address them by their first name in some of the schools that I have been to. And like I said, when I was doing my teachers training in India, that school was more based on westernized kind of structure. It was a British syllabus school. So they had many foreign teachers there, and even in my college, training college, teachers training college, I had a many foreign teachers. So um, they all addressed we all addressed each other as Mr. and the surname, so Mr. Burton, so I was always known as Mr. Burton, like, to the students, and they addressed everybody else as Mr. Family name, Mr. Family name. Okay, Joyce, that is nice to hear. um, yeah, so I'm not your teacher, Joyce, so I am not sir. And Pita, I am not your teacher, I am not sir. And Jeremy, I'm not your teacher, so I'm not sir. And Jazz, I'm not your teacher, so I'm not sir. You can call me uncle, or you can call me anything you want. Yeah. Is there anything you want to hear from my past life, from my past experience? Because I can talk a lot about it, but if you are telling me about your life experience, it will take you a long time to type a message or something. You can type something short if you want to share anything interesting about your life experience. You can just type it in short, like something, or in many different messages. If there is anything you want to know about me, anything about my life experience, I'm an open book. Yeah, so one thing about me, I cannot swim till now. I cannot float, but very surprising, I can swim underwater. The problem with me is if my feet are not touching the floor, then I panic because I can't float, so I panic. I can't float, I can't swim, so I panic. And when we were doing our teachers' training, it was compulsory. We had to do one length of the pool as part of our PE. That was one compulsory thing, one length of the pool. But many college students, most of them, in fact, they knew how to swim, and so everyone dived in from the shallow end and ended in the deep end. When it was my turn to do my one length, I walked across to the deep end, and my sports teacher said, Winston, where are you going? You got to do your one length. Yes, sir. I know. I'm doing my one length. Just hold on. So I walked to the deep end, and then I took a dive into the deep, because when you take a dive, go down underwater, you travel for a long period of time, quite a long period of time, at least maybe one fourth of the pool. So I dived that, and then I did uh, my underwater swimming, whatever style it was, I don't know. It's just my hands going this way underwater. Okay, so not even a breaststroke. So I just did that, and my legs also kicking out like that. And I completed my one length. Coming into the shallow, when I stop, my feet are touching the floor. I'm happy, no problem. So everybody was laughing. Said, "Why did you dive in from the deep end?" I said, "Guys, you know I cannot swim." So I dive from the deep end. So when I end at the shallow, my feet are on the floor. I'm safe, no problem. So that's my story about swimming. But I did my one length. Yes, sir and ma'am. Like this is tradition. Sir for the male teachers, ma'am for the female teachers. We addressed our teachers, even in teachers training college. We addressed our teachers as sir and ma'am. Okay, uh, but that was in school, rather in school we addressed them. But when I did my teachers training college, that time they always addressed we addressed everybody, like even the school children, by like Mr. Blackmore. He was a geography teacher, and you might have seen a picture of me acting in a play and in that play, he was the director, and he's right in the middle, the most white person, and he is from UK. uh, he passed away recently, but he was a very good director. He put up many plays, not only for our teachers college, but even for the school and outside in the town of Darjeeling. He put up a lot of plays. So Jackie, down. Jackie, down. Sorry, that's the male cat scratching away at all the furniture and on my baggage. So he directed that play. We call him Mr. Blackmore. There was another guy from UK who taught us science. He was Mr. West. So our principal, the Teachers Training College principal, uh, oh, he was from New Zealand. Oh, amnesia. I've just forgotten his name. Let me think. Oh, I just can't. Even when I went to visited New Zealand, I went across to meet him, but he had gone to meet his kids, so he wasn't in New Zealand. But somehow or the other, I met his brother, who was principal of a school, and I was able to speak to him. I'm still trying to think of his name, uh, Mr. Murray. Mr. Murray. So he was from New Zealand, so he was principal of our teachers' training college for many years. So very nice man. His wife played the piano. She was a music teacher. So yeah, we addressed everybody as Mr. So and so. And the teachers, we addressed them as Mrs. So and so or Miss so and so. Miss, I don't think we had any Miss. We had all Misses. We had a teacher by the name of Mrs. Rongong. She was American. Yes, she was American, and plumpy side, very jovial, and she used to teach us. She was methods of teaching English. We had a separate professor for English. She also was British, Sally something she was, um, and we had Mrs. Rongong. Mrs. Rongong was married to a Nepali who was blind. Yeah, she married him when even though he was blind, Nepali, and but he was very gifted. Even though blind, he could make furniture and do things with his hands. Like he was very good. Like do a lot of stuff around the house. So yeah, Mrs. Rongong also, she was very, very, very good. She always told me, very surprising. She always, in all my, I still have my lessons, all the crits, by her and by other teachers. So I have my a big file of my lesson plans right for the full 2 years. All the lessons I taught, my lesson plan, the comments, the feedback, everything. And then all her comments were voice not suitable for teaching, voice not suitable for teaching. And I asked her, Mr. Rongo, what do you mean by voice not suitable for teaching? What's wrong with my voice? Like, can you explain to me? Like, but she just couldn't explain. She just used to say, no, Winston, your voice is not suitable for teaching. And I couldn't understand what kind of a voice should I have to be a teacher. So that was really a mystery for those 2 years, like, looking at my crit, very often saying voice not suitable for teaching. And then I've had over 40 years of experience. I've taught in schools, I've taught in different curricula, I've taught children of different nationalities. And till today, they praise me for my teaching. So I don't understand what was wrong with my voice, but I had a very successful teaching career, and I'm very happy about that. So, yeah, that is how it is. Oh, that's nice. I wonder what is water safety training. What is this water safety training? Is it for swimming or conserving of water or water safety? Oh, in case there are any tsunamis or floods or typhoons, which Philippines is very famous for typhoons. So, is that what you mean? The typhoon, Philippines really suffers with a lot of typhoons. We have crossed 1 hour, so I see only two participants there. That means someone has left us. I don't know who is still here on the chat. If you want, we can stop the chat, no problem. I just wanted to try it out for 1 hour and see. Ah, okay, Peter, thank you. Okay, swimming and rescue. I really wish I could learn how to swim. Really, I've tried a lot. But one thing I know I can do in the pool, apart from underwater swimming, I can sink. And that's what I will do in the sea. My underwater swimming will not be of any use. I will sink. That's why I'm scared to go in the sea. But yet, in 2017 November, I visited Thailand for the first time. I went for 1 week to an island called Ko Chang. Chang means elephant, so it's the island of elephants. But believe me, during my 1 week stay there, I traveled quite a lot in the island, but I did not see even a single elephant. But yeah, so that is I did go, I did go like island hopping. We went island hopping, and in island hopping, of course, we had the vest on, the life vest. We had that. And then island hopping, we visited 7 islands. Of the 7 islands, I had the courage to go into the sea for 4 islands. But one man was out in the sea, and three of us, he had a long net. He had it around his neck, looped around his neck, and the net was spread out. And there were three of us, one on either end, and I was in the middle, like directly behind him, and we were holding on to the net, and he was swimming and he was like dragging us. And I remember he kept shouting something in Thai, and I didn't know what he was saying while we were going. And my thing is only surviving in the water and holding on to the net. So I had lucky one person knew English and said, "No, he is saying keep your legs up and keep flipping your feet. Keep flipping your legs, because if you let your legs drop into the water, it gets more difficult for him to swim and pull us along." So he said he's telling you to keep flipping your legs, keep flipping. Oh, so I was flipping, and believe me, I was so nervous. I did not even bother to enjoy the underwater scenery of all the beautiful fish, and seaweeds and whatever it was underneath, coral or whatever. I just did not enjoy watching anything. After I think 3 or 4 islands, I said enough. I'm not going anymore. Uh, my courage has waned off. No more courage now to go in. But it was a good experience. At least I've done that at least, so it was good. Pita is on WhatsApp. Yes, Pita. Yes, Pita. My subscribers suddenly went up tremendously. Yes, uh, from beginning of this month. Yeah, this has been a good month. My subscribers really went up a lot. About that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy about the subscribers. Now I need watch hours because my watch hours are very low. I have only 270 watch hours. I need at least minimum 3,000 watch hours, but I have only 264. So I need a lot of watch hours. So yeah, just taking things as they come, just doing my best. I love the videos I post. I love the subjects, the themes, the content. I try to improve it as much as I can with whatever limited resources I have. And I'm happy with I have three main contributors, so Veronique from France, my sister, of course, from India, and wherever my sister goes to travel, she sent me a lot of videos when she was traveling in Japan, because in Japan, I was doing the training for autism. So I was with my brother 24/7. We worked all 7 days a week. And I never really had time to go out, except on one day he took me to the Minu waterfalls, which is on my video channel. So I went to the Minu waterfalls. That's about all the place I visited. But last 2 days before I could leave Japan, um, my brother said, Winston, you have not really seen. And my sister wanted to go touring, she wanted to go. She said she will go on her own. So my brother said, okay, Winston, you take the last 2 days off before your travel and you plan up with sister, and you can, go and visit them. So I'll go and visit places. So yes, the last 2 days, my sister and myself, we traveled to a lot of places, and we saw maximum that we could see, because travel takes time, and then walking around takes time, and seeing a couple of places. So we made a route map, of where to go and which places to see. And some places we could not make it over there because of time constraint. But when I came back, I left Japan, my sister was still there for another 10 days. So she went extensively, and she took out a lot of videos, and she sent me also a lot of videos. So I've been like the zoo and those kind of things. So I've been, posting those videos also. Veronique from France also. If you look in your description, you will see. If you sent me a video, I have mentioned your name and thank you for contributing for that particular video. It's in my description. And Pita is another one that has sent me a lot of videos. Uh, yeah, yes, thank you, Pita. Yes, I just tried this at all. So if any of you want to leave, just let me know, and I'm okay with it. As long as you are here, I will stay here. But if you have some other plans, you have something else to do, just uh, just let me know, and just let me know in the comment that you would like to, move on for something, and I can end the live stream. There's no worries with that. I've tried it for 1 hour. I've seen how it is, and I'm really grateful and thankful to the three people that were here: Joyce, Pita, and Jeremy. Thank you so much for being on my live stream, and not just being on my live stream, um, but also for interacting and sharing a conversation and a chat over here. And you have interacted with one another, so that is also very good. Uh, yes, these cats, it's been terrible. It's been terrible. There are three cats here. Jackie is the male. Um, there is Dollar, who is a 4-month-old female, and there is um, Mitang. Mitang in Thai means golden. I think it means golden or money. So Mitang is an 8-year-old cat, but it's a dwarf cat, so it looks like a kitten. It's very small in size, bigger than Dollar, bigger than Dollar. So Mitang also is a female. Mitang seems to be on heat, but she was taken to the cat farm, to mate. But no, she rejected three male cats, three tom cats. She rejected them. She was slapping them and all, I believe, so she couldn't be mated. So she was brought back here. And Dollar is just 4 months, but I read on Google that kittens, if they are on heat and if they are ready, they can bear kittens at the age of 4 months. Normally it is 6 months, but even at 4 months they can. And she seemed to be on heat, and Jackie, the male, was chasing her. Jackie is so big made and she's so small. Jackie's been chasing her for the last. I don't see her on heat now, but Jackie's been chasing her for the last 10 days. And believe me, she doesn't give in till now. She's not given in. And last night, they both kept me awake. Oh my God, they really kept me awake. But today, I saw a very interesting thing. Jackie was really attacking Dollar. And Mitang is a very aggressive, very fierce. So she's not getting along with the other two cats. She used to even growl when I'm going next to her earlier. Now she doesn't growl. She comes, she nuzzles her head, against me, brushes against my leg. So she's very friendly now that way. But she stays away from the other two cats. But today, when Jackie was on to Dollar, and Dollar was screaming something like, but in cat language, I guess Mita understood she was in pain, or she was, suffering or something like that. Mitang ran across over there and growled at Jackie. And Jackie is so much more pig-made, but she growled at Jackie, and Jackie backed away. And from that time to now, I am having total peace of mind with the cat, except for going and scratching up my baggage. Anyhow, my baggage is really old and I have to change it. I have to order a new suit, new baggage. Yeah, so let's see how that goes. Yeah, but the three cats, they keep me busy, and it's nice. It's you talk to them, you interact with them, so it's not. I'm not lonely, I'm not lonely. It makes a world of difference. And From young, we have always looked after cats because my brother, he's 6 years younger than me. My sister is 1.5 year younger than me. And my brother would always bring in stray cats from God knows where all he'd bring in stray cats. And, we've been looking after cats like as youngsters, like kids, like we were looking after cats for many, many years, And then we went off to the Gulf, and then we were living in the Gulf. And then my daughter went to study in New Zealand. And one day, this little kitten came to the cottage where she was staying, came to the cottage, and my daughter started feeding her. And she began then coming into the house. And the cottage had 4 rooms, and there were one girl staying in each room. But the cat, they also used to feed her, but she used to only come to my daughter's room, and roam around. But whenever we went to visit my daughter and we stayed in her room, the cat would never come to us. It would always slink away, go from the corners, but never really come to us, And we were there only for about 10, 15 days, Except in 2004, the year my daughter was graduating, I had given up job in one school where I was the assistant headmaster of a British curriculum school. I gave up that job, and so I stayed for 1 month in New Zealand. And I made a plan with my daughter. She was off also, and we went touring for about 15, 20 days. We went touring to many of the places in North Island of New Zealand, North Island. So yeah, and then we used to take a train ticket for a day, a full day booking, and we used to go hop on, hop off, see anything interesting as we are passing by. Okay, let's get off at this station, let's explore and come back, So we did a hop on, hop off for a full day, and another day we went on a different route, So yeah, we enjoyed, because I told my daughter also, you've been studying now for 4 years over here. It's better that you see something, because you never go back to New Zealand again, perhaps, So yeah, we did do that. So when she was coming away, she said, I cannot leave this cat over here. And she had named it Garfield. She did not know whether it is male or female, so she called it Garfield. And later on, we came to know, when we brought it to Dubai and it went to the vet, then we came to know that it is female. But of course, she had been spayed, so no problem. So my daughter said, Daddy, I cannot leave this cat here. And my wife was scared of cats. She had never ever looked after cats. She had a dog, Alsatian dog, but the Alsatian dog was only attached to her father, but never harmed them. But they had an Alsatian dog. But cats, no. She was scared. She said no. I said, come on, Michelle cannot leave the cat over there. She has to bring the cat. So finally agreed, and she brought the cat. Okay, we are down to one person only. So I will end this chat now, and whoever is there, thank you so much for being on the chat right till the end. Okay, then I wish everybody a nice, blessed Sunday, and take care, and bye to all of you. Yes, Pita, but you also have a cat, right? But yes, you have been the dog lovers. Yeah. It's sad all the pups died, and it's sad that some of the dogs also died. So I think you are down to only one now, right? One or two. Okay, then. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Pita, for still being over here. Yes, I really appreciate it, and I will end my live stream. So, bye to all of you, and I look out for you on my next live stream. Looks like this is pretty convenient time. Maybe I don't know. I'll start it a little later or what. I don't know. Okay, then. Bye and take care. Love you all.